أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. Welcome everyone to 伊宁华语 Salam Chinese 第12课 Lesson 12. Till now, we have learned all the Chinese phonetic symbols. We also learned quite a few Chinese sentences with vocabularies. Now it's a good time to learn writing Chinese. So let's today's topic. Okay. For example, here are 6 Chinese words. Let's try to write these 6 Chinese words. Now, at the beginning, let's have a look. Okay, if we just want to write these 6 Chinese, let's just have a feeling how it will look like. Now, the first Chinese is 人, 人 means people. Let's make it bigger. So writing like this. So 人, okay, again, you first write this part and then this part. Let's see this one. Okay, this is 小, 西遥小 means small. Then we should write like this. This is first part, second part, third part. Again, first part, second part, and last part. How about this one? This is 文, 文 means language or script. Okay. Now if you write this one, it should be like this. First part, second part, third part, fourth part. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so get some idea, right? Now let's come back. When you are at the beginning of writing Chinese, usually you will be provided such a kind of sheet. As you see, it's just boxes or a square. And within square, you have 2 dotted lines to tell you the center of the square. When you write Chinese, you try to write in the middle of this box and also make the center of the word match the center of the square. So that's how the beginner start with. Let's have a look. Okay. Now suppose we have this one. Okay. As I said, when you write it, okay, for example this one, okay, you want to make the center of this word matching the center of the square, like this. Okay, this is your first part and then second part. Okay, a little bit away from the center, but that's handwriting. Okay, you don't need to be perfect, but you always try to make it in the center of the square. And try this one. Okay, this one have 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the center is almost matching the center of the square. Same thing that's for this one. Okay, so write like this, like this, like this. Okay, so okay, you get the idea. Now, later on, when you get familiar with Chinese writing, you don't need to using such a kind of sheet. You just take a piece of paper, but you can imagine. You always imagine. Okay, you are writing each Chinese word in a box and try to put in the center of the box. So in this way, you will always have a very neat handwriting. It's row by row, column by column. It looks nice. Okay. Now, if we look at this one, okay, So this is uh, after we write these 6 Chinese words into this kind of provided boxes, it looks like this. Okay, so it looks if you write it in the center, it looks nice. Now, one question is, so each Chinese word seems they have different part, right? We call it a stroke. We call it a stroke. In Chinese, it's called 笔画. 笔画. 笔画 means stroke. It's just a unit of the word. Today we'll learn like 5 very basic 笔画 or stroke. Each one have its own name or 名称. 名称 means name. The first one is called 横. 横 means horizontal. This is a sample. You have 3 横. The second one is called 竖. 事物竖 means vertical. For example, in 中文的中, this word in the middle part is a 竖. In fact, the very left part is also a 竖, a small 竖. The third one called 撇. 坡也撇. The English meaning is left falling, so it's falling but to the left. 撇. For example, in 人, the first stroke is 撇. Now the fourth one is 那. Na means right falling. Okay, it's falling but to the right. So the second stroke of 人 is 那. And this one, in fact, the fourth stroke is also 那. Now the fifth stroke is called 点. 得一安点. 点 means dot. Okay, it's like a dot. So in this one, 中文的文 the first stroke is a 点. Okay. Now let's have some practice. Okay. So this is the same 5 stroke, Chinese stroke. Okay. So when you write 横, you write like this. Okay. Write like this. 横. Now 竖, you write it from top to bottom. 竖. Okay. 竖. 撇, also from top to bottom. 撇. 捺, from top to bottom. 捺. 点. Okay. Top to bottom also. 点. That's how you write. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Now let's take one word. Okay. Let's see this one. 中文的文. Okay. Let's see. So this is how we write it, right? At the beginning we are. Now this one, let's see how many strokes we have. Okay. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. Okay. So totally we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So for 中文的文 or 文 we have totally 4 strokes. Okay. Let's take another example. This one. Okay. This one is very straightforward, right? We know that when we look at it, okay, only 3 strokes. So the first one is like this, the second one like this, the third one is like this. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So as we can see, this stroke, in fact, is the unit of Chinese words. Okay. So each Chinese word comprises multiple strokes. Okay. And each stroke, right, have a name and then have its way to write. For example, 横 is always from left to right, not vice versa. You don't write like this. You always write like this. And 竖 from top to bottom. Okay. So each time when you when you write this joke, you always write in this way. Follow the rule. That way, your handwriting will look much better. Our question is that now totally how many different strokes we have in Chinese? Okay, totally we have 32 different strokes. Maybe this is the most common one. At only 32 strokes. We have thousands of Chinese, but we only have 32 different strokes. So if you mastered all these 32 strokes, you can write any Chinese word. And further, in fact, out of these 32, these 20 are most popular ones. So if you first master these 20 strokes, then you could be able to write most of the Chinese words. Okay, we'll learn like step by step. Today we learned the 5. These 5 basic, the most common one, most common strokes. Okay. Now another question is, okay, now since each Chinese, okay, let's see, okay, each Chinese words, okay, have multiple strokes. So when we write one Chinese, how should I know like the sequence of these strokes? Which stroke should I write first? Which one should I write second? Which one should I write last? That's a question. Now let's have a look. Okay. Now for this one, right? 中文 中 okay, we write like this. Now maybe you want to ask, can I write like this? Right? Or can I write like this? Or can I write like this? Well, we already know, okay, in the just few minutes back, okay. So for this one, in fact, we have how many strokes? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, we have 4 strokes here. Okay. And this should be the correct sequence. You write a Chinese word. For this Chinese word, you should write strokes in such a sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is the first one, this is the second stroke, this is the third one, this is the fourth. Okay, one more time. The first stroke, second stroke, third, and fourth. Okay, so this is not correct, and this is not correct, this is not correct. So this is correct. So one more time, so we should write 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's take another example, this one, okay? So we should write this, 1, 2, 3, right? As we see, this is the one stroke, second, and third. Right, 1, 2, 3. Now this should be your sequence. You should not write like this, okay, or like this. So for this one, you start from middle. It's a first stroke, second stroke, third stroke. Okay, this one, it's straightforward 3. So 1, 2, 3, from top to bottom. 1, 2, 3. Now for this one, it should be first stroke is a 撇, second stroke is 那. So 撇, 那. You don't write like this, okay? You don't write like this. Now, so we may ask, okay, is there some basic rule? Yes. So how do we get the correct sequence of the strokes? Generally speaking, you always pick the stroke from left to right, from left to right, from top to bottom. Sometimes in some words, you start from middle and then finish the two sides. Remember that this one 小, right? We start from middle and then finish two sides. Okay. So for number 3, 三, we start from top to bottom. We can see this one. Okay, first start from the left and then we go right and then go to from top we go to bottom and then from top to bottom. So this one you finish in fact surrounding and the middle. So there are some rules like more rules will coming later on. Basically, that's all for today. Let's recap. So today we learned how to write Chinese. At the beginning, for beginners, we like to provide some sheet like this. It's a square or boxes, and within the boxes you have dotted line to tell you the center. So your rule is to try to write each Chinese word in the middle and make the center of the word matching the center of the box. And then we learn like the 5 basic 笔画 or Chinese stroke. 横、竖、撇、捺、点. Each Chinese word comprises of multiple strokes. So what's the sequence of writing the strokes? Now the basic rule, 3 basic rules are from left to right. You always start from the stroke from left to right, from top to bottom, from top to bottom. In some Chinese words, you start from middle, finish two sides. So start from middle, finish two sides. So this is left to right. This is top to bottom. Okay, this is top to bottom, and also left to right. Okay. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi sallam tasliman kathira.